Afternoon, students. Any problem? I'll take up your basics problems today.
Sir, I have already given this exam once in May. I gave the foundation. I could not clear my accounts paper. I was taught that time by somebody who was a professional CA himself. It was a really big group class, and my basics were really not covered properly. I'm a science background student. I had no basics to
Okay.
speak of. And the first class they had me sit in was a consignment class, and I did not understand a thing. So one of my big, like what's considered a very basic chapter is bank reconciliation statement, and the whole add, subtract, debit, credit. I get so confused in it. I have a lot of mistakes.
Okay. No issues. Very good. See, now I want to tell you something is that in accounts, we have debit and credit. That is the terminology of accounts. So once you get the basic concepts of debit and credit, then accounts as a subject is in your hands. You master the subject. So regarding bank reconciliation statement, I will take up this topic and I will explain you everything in context of debit and credit. Now, first thing, in bank reconciliation statement, there will be two things. Balance as per cash book and balance as per passbook. So you have to be very clear, cash book is maintained by the client, by the customer, and passbook is maintained by the bank. Bank enters the entries in the passbook and give it to the customer. So there will be two balances. One will be balance as per cash book, and there will be another balance as per passbook. Now they should tally. If they are not tallying, that means there is some mistakes. Number one. Number two, you have to be careful in the question. What is he asking you? He's asking you prepare the reconciliation for 1 month or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. So you have to be very careful, otherwise you'll go wrong. Then there are certain transactions like checks deposited by the client in the bank but not yet cleared. Likewise, checks issued but not presented. Bank charges not entered in cash book. Customer directly paying into the bank not entered in the cash book. There are certain such transactions which are not entered simultaneously in both cash book and passbook, and then there are errors. So we'll do one thing. We'll start from the Institute of Chartered Accountants study material. You can come to problem number 1. We'll start with problem number 1. Please read the problem. I'll explain you everything on the board.
From the following particulars, prepare a bank reconciliation statement on 31st December 2019.
31st December
2019.
2019. That means he's asking you to prepare a bank reconciliation for the month of December. Okay. Now, particulars. Debit, credit. This will be a format. Okay, first transaction. What is the question saying?
On 31st December 2019, the cash book of a firm showed a balance of 60,000.
I repeat again.
On 31st December 2019, the
31st December, balance as per cash book.
Yes.
Balance as per cash book.
60,000.
Balance as per cash book. Is it a favorable balance or an unfavorable balance? It's a favorable balance. So, what is the amount? 60,000. Now listen to me. When a customer has deposited money in his bank account, that is an asset for him, current asset. Assets are always debited, so there will be a debit balance. So be very clear, balance as per cash book will always have a debit balance. Suppose I had started with balance as per passbook, then it would be a credit balance. Why? Because this account is maintained by the bank and the bank owes money to the customer. So for bank, that is a liability. So credit all liabilities. If I would have written balance as per passbook, then I would have taken a credit balance. Okay, next.
Checks had been issued for 15 lakhs, out of which 4 lakh worth only were presented for payment.
Okay. Now we had issued 15 lakhs of checks. When we issue checks, our entry would be कस्टमर अकाउंट डेबिट, जिसको हम चेक से इशू कर रहे हैं, टू बैंक. तो हमने तो बैंक को क्रेडिट कर दिया, और बैंक के पास दिसंबर के महीने में कितने चेक्स आए? खाली 4 लाख के. तो बैंक ने हमें डेबिट कितने से करा होगा? 4 लाख से. और हमने बैंक को क्रेडिट कितने से कर दिया था? 15 लाख से. तो सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट होता है डेबिट व्हाट इज नॉट डेबिटेड एंड क्रेडिट व्हाट इज नॉट क्रेडिटेड. ठीक है. सो वी हैड क्रेडिटेड बैंक बाय हाउ मच? 15 lakhs. ठीक है. तो हमने बैंक को एक्सेस क्रेडिट कर दिया है. हमने बैंक को एक्सेस क्रेडिट कर दिया. कितने से क्रेडिट कर दिया? 11 लाख से. तो हमने बैंक को 11 लाख से क्रेडिट कर दिया है, तो हम अब बैंक को 11 लाख से क्या कर देंगे? डेबिट. चेक्स इशूड, चेक्स इशूड, चेक्स इशूड बट नॉट प्रेजेंटेड for payment, but not presented for payment. You're getting my point? Debit what is not debited, credited what is not credited. ठीक है. I repeat, अगर बैंक ने हमें डेबिट कितने से और नहीं किया? 11 लाख से डेबिट नहीं किया, 11 लाख से हमने डेबिट कर दिया. We can understand this way also. या हमने बैंक को एक्सेस क्रेडिट कितने से कर दिया था? 11 लाख से. तो हम डेबिट कितने से कर देंगे? 11 लाख से. The entire story is of debit and credit. Next.
Checks worth 11,40,000 were deposited in the bank on 28th December 2019 but had not been credited by the bank.
Now listen to me. हमने दिसंबर के एंड में जाके बैंक्स को डिपॉजिट किया. कस्टमर ने अपने अकाउंट में चेक्स डिपॉजिट किए. जब कस्टमर अपने अकाउंट में चेक्स डिपॉजिट करता है तो बैंक को डेबिट करेगा? बैंक को डेबिट करेगा. उसने तो चेक्स डिपॉजिट कर दिया, बैंक में अभी क्लियर नहीं हुए. क्लियर नहीं हुए तो बैंक ने हमें क्रेडिट नहीं किया. कितने से क्रेडिट नहीं किया? 11,40,000 से हम क्रेडिट कर देंगे. ठीक है. चेक्स डिपॉजिटेड, चेक्स डिपॉजिटेड बट नॉट, चेक्स डिपॉजिटेड बट नॉट कलेक्टेड, बट नॉट कलेक्टेड. तो हमारे पास ये 11,40,000 की फिगर आ जाएगी. कितने की फिगर आ जाएगी? 11,40,000. Are you getting what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next.
In addition to this, one check of 5 lakh was entered in the cash book on 30th December but was banked on 3rd January 2020.
Again, same thing. In addition to this, there was another check of how much?
5 lakhs.
हम कस्टमर ने अपने बैंक में डाल दिया. कस्टमर ने बैंक को डेबिट कर दिया. बैंक में कलेक्ट नहीं हुआ. कब तक?
3rd January.
हाँ जी. अगेन सेम थिंग. हाउ मच अमाउंट?
5 lakhs.
बैंक ने हमें क्या नहीं किया हुआ? क्रेडिट नहीं किया हुआ. अब हम क्रेडिट कर देंगे. अगेन सेम थिंग. चेक्स डिपॉजिट, चेक्स डिपॉजिटेड बट नॉट येट कलेक्टेड. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
Yes, sir.
But not yet collected. Clear? Next.
A check from Susan for 4 lakh was deposited in the bank on 26th December but was dishonored and the advice was received on 2nd January.
Okay. Now we had deposited a check. Listen to me carefully. When we deposit a check, customer बैंक को डेबिट कर देगा. वो चेक डिसऑनर हो गया. बैंक ने हमें क्या नहीं किया? क्रेडिट नहीं किया. क्योंकि चेक डिसऑनर हो गया, हमें पता ही नहीं चला. तो क्या नहीं हुआ? क्रेडिट नहीं हुआ. कितने से क्रेडिट नहीं हुआ है? 4 लाख से. checks deposited but dishonored. Check deposited, check deposited but was dishonored. But was dishonored. Next.
Passbook showed bank charges of 2000 debited by the bank.
बैंक ने हमें 2000 रुपीज से चार्जेस से बैंक ने हमें डेबिट कर दिया. बैंक ने हमें क्या कर दिया? डेबिट कर दिया. हमारे लिए बैंक चार्जेस क्या होते हैं? एक्सपेंस होते हैं. हमने बैंक चार्जेस को डेबिट करना है, बैंक को क्या करना है? क्रेडिट करना है. बैंक चार्जेस को डेबिट करना है और बैंक को क्या करना है? क्रेडिट करना है. हमने वो नहीं किया. कितने से नहीं किया बैंक को क्रेडिट? 2000 से. तो यहाँ पे हम 2000 रुपए क्रेडिट कर देंगे और यहाँ पे लिख देंगे बैंक चार्जेस नॉट एंटर्ड इन कैश बुक. बैंक चार्जेस not entered in cash book. Next.
One of the debtors deposited a sum of 5 lakh at the bank account on the firm on 28th December, but the intimation in this respect was received on 2nd January.
What has happened? One of my customers went to the bank and directly deposited money in the bank. The bank has credited me. मैंने बैंक को क्या नहीं किया? डेबिट नहीं किया. So what is, how much is the amount? 5 lakhs. Check deposited directly into bank by the customer. Check deposited by the customer directly into bank. Directly into the bank. Right? Next.
Bank passbook showed a credit balance of 3,82,000 on 31st December 2019.
ठीक है. Now, bank passbook shows how much?
3,82,000.
ठीक है. अब मैंने यहाँ पे ये आंसर है, तो मैं लिख रहा हूं बैंक बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक. बैंक बैलेंस एज पर पासबुक. ठीक है. दिस इज माय आंसर. नाउ बोथ द टोटल्स ऑफ बोथ द साइड शुड टेल यू. टोटल लगाइए आप. दिस इज 11 lakh and this is 5 lakhs. So this is how much? 16 lakhs. 16 lakh 60,000. 16 lakh 60,000. अब इसका टोटल लगाइए आप. 11 lakh 40,000 plus 9 lakhs plus 3 lakh 84,000.
$24,000.
11 lakh 40,000, 5 lakhs, 16 lakh 40,000. No, you have made some mistake somewhere. Show me the book.